welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching. Today's video is really exciting because I have two of the products from the new Dose of Colors collab with KATY and DESI. And I have new editing software, which I'm so excited about. I finally got Final Cut Pro for my birthday, so this is gonna be my first video editing on Final Cut Pro, which should be fun because I just figured out how to work iMovie and apparently it's totally different. But I am really excited about today's video, and as soon as I got the eyeshadow palette, I was like, I need to film something. And I was gonna film using one of the darker eyeshadow colors from the palette, but I was looking at my channel and I have no bronzy makeup looks, which is so weird because I feel like every single video on YouTube is a bronzy makeup video, but I had none. So I was like, perfect. There's the most perfect bronze shade in this palette, and I'm so excited to show you guys how I used it. And it's just an all-around glowy, dewy, summery look. I know it's a little late, sadly, since summer is over, but bronze looks are year-round. Bronze looks never go out of style. It's every season. It's bronze season. I did order a couple more things from the rest of the collection, but they haven't come in the mail yet. I actually went to Nami's, which is a makeup store in the Valley, and it was the only place that was selling the products in store, so I was able to snag a couple, and then I bought the rest online. And I am wearing my natural summer hair for you guys. If you believe it or not, this is actually my natural hair. It is not a perm, and I did not curl it. This is my bed head. Everything is summery, from the lips, to the lids, to the skin, to the hair. So if you would like to see how I got this bronzy eye and glowy skin, then please keep watching. To start off this look, I'm gonna prime my eyes using the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm just gonna put a drop of Duraline in it because mine is really dried out. And I'm using my Zoeva 142 concealer brush. And to set that, I'm using my translucent powder from Bednight and this fluffy concealer brush from Sephora. I'm gonna start with Soft Peach from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I'm just applying this color right above my crease, blending into my brow bone. This is the first of a couple transition shades we're gonna use. I want this bronzy look to be really smoky, really blended, so we're gonna use a bunch of different colors to get that blended look. Using that same Zoeva 227 brush, I'm going into my own palette that I made with Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, and I'm going to be placing that right under the color we just put on our lid. Now going in with my Luxe 228 crease brush, I'm going to pick up this warm brown transition color from the MAC Neutrals palette, and I'm just placing that right into the crease with a very light hand and slowly bringing it into the inner corner. I want the darker colors to be mostly out here and get lighter as we go in. I really like to use this brush because of the dome shape. I feel like it fits really nicely into my crease without getting much product anywhere else on my eye. Going back into my palette that I made using the Anastasia color Congac, I'm picking up this shadow right here with the same Luxe 228 brush, and again, just building up my crease. I'm just going back and forth, blending out my creases, making sure they're both even on the same side. Adding any more color or blending out spots that needed to be blended. It's not really a big deal if some of this crease color gets on the lid. We're gonna cover it with a metallic eyeshadow, so we're really just worried about the crease right now. I'm taking my Zoeva Petite crease brush. This is the 231, and I'm just picking up the color Fudge from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm gonna be packing that color on the outer corner of my lid. We're really focusing the color just in this outer V. I'm going to take this Fudge color and bring it all the way almost to the center of my lid, just about. Now going back in with that same neutrals palette, I'm just taking this darker shade right here. And one of these brushes from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I don't have the name, it just came in an eyeshadow palette. I'm going to pick that color up and place it on the outer corner of my lid again in an even smaller space than I did with that Fudge color. Now that I have my crease color, my outer darker colors, the only thing I need is my lid. I'm really excited because for today's lid color, I have the new Dose of Colors DESI and KATY collab, and I'm using this bronze color in the palette. It is Noli. I'm so excited for the both of them. I've been following their channels for a really long time, and this collab looks awesome. Here with me today, I just have the eyeshadow palette and the lip gloss because the rest of my order is in the mail. Namie's is one of the only stores that was selling the collection. I am lucky enough to live in the valley around the only Namie's that exists, and so I got to see the collection first. Didn't have it in my hands the day it came out, so that's why I only have the eyeshadow palette and the lip gloss, because I got the rest of the things I wanted from the collection online. I'm thinking about doing an entire review and swatch and another look once the rest of my things from the collection get here, but I was so excited I just couldn't wait to use this eyeshadow palette. I had to use it. I'm so excited! Look how pretty the packaging is. It's so beautiful. I really like the idea behind this palette because they decided to create one fire palette with just 4 shimmer shades because they thought everyone just has their go-to transition, so why try to reinvent the wheel? Make another crease color just to take up a spot in the palette when you can come out with 4 hot fire, that new, that good colors. And that's exactly what they did. I think they're beautiful. More information about the collection is gonna be in my next video in the review when I have the whole collection to swatch and talk more about it. Let's do it. So these eyeshadows were made to use with your finger and be applied, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm using the shade Noli, which doesn't need water to apply, so I'm just gonna use my middle finger. Wow, this is special. And on that line where we blended those darker colors. I wasn't expecting this shade to be so unique. A little shook. And now for the inner corner, I actually think I want to go in and use the lighter shade Sue's in the palette, right here. And I'm just gonna wet my pinky like that. I don't have water and I don't have a setting spray. Judge me. Wow, that's really pigmented. And I'm just gonna pick it up on my pinky and hit my inner corner. Just like that. It probably would be easier to use a brush, but that's not how these eyeshadows are marketed. And I have seen people swatch and try to use them on other videos with a brush, and it really doesn't come out well. I'm just gonna go back and blend out those 2 colors just to make sure there's no harsh line. For eyeliner today, I'm just gonna line my waterline with a black pencil. Now I'm just gonna line my lash line with a little bit of the Kat Von D liquid liner to give my eyelashes something to blend into. Gonna hit my lash with a quick curl. For mascara primer today, I actually have a new product. It's called Grande Primer, and it is supposed to help your lashes grow. You know, if you follow me on the channel, I'm a big fan. I just really believe if you have a solid foundation with primer, you're good. Your hair is good, your makeup's good, everything's good. So I really believe in primers. So let's see how this works. For lashes today, I'm just gonna be using some Adell Whispies. First, I'm gonna pick the glue off and discuss. I already moisturized my skin with my Bobbi Brown Hydrating Face Cream, and now I'm just gonna go in with my Becca Backlight Primer, which is literally empty. So I'm gonna try to salvage what product I can. Please. Before I apply anything else on my face, I'm also going to go in with my Cover FX drops in Sunlight, and I'm just going to place that anywhere I would normally put a highlight. And this is just going to be some next level glow. I'm just blending that in with my beauty blender. So for my skin today, I'm going to be using the Becca foundation, the luminous highlighting one, and the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I mixed the 2 because I like the finish of this one, but it's just a little dark, and I really like that this one is 12 hours, and this one gives me a little bit more coverage because this is not as full coverage, so together. It's so important to bring your foundation down your neck because you never want to get that line right there in your jaw of like foundation, and your neck is never the same color as your face, so you probably need to blend that anyway. For concealer today, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light Neutral. This concealer has been out for so long and I don't know why I'm just discovering it, but I am. And I feel so late to the party because everyone's like, yeah, we know, but it's so good. So good. It has slowly been replacing my MAC Pro Longwear concealer, which I still really love, but I just really like things in a wand applicator. It makes my makeup so much faster and easier. This lighting situation is really bugging me. It's in the middle of the day right now, so I'm using natural light, but I also have my ring light, and the sun keeps like popping in and out of a cloud, and I'm having to keep on dim this ring light, and it's bugging me now. I feel like I have to dim it down. Is that better? I feel like that's better. I don't know. I'm looking at a monitor right now, and it's usually never the same color saturation, so who knows what this video is gonna look like. To set my under eye today, I'm gonna be using my Ben Nye Translucent Powder in the Beauty Blender. I'm not so much baking with my Beauty Blender in the powder, I'm more just using the Beauty Blender to set the powder. If I were baking, I would be leaving a lot more product on my face to kind of sit and set, but I'm not. I'm just using a small amount and pressing the powder in rather than dusting it on with a brush. I found this technique makes my makeup last a lot longer, and it's just one less brush. For bronzer today, I'm gonna be using my Houla by Benefit and my MAC 351 brush. Using that same bronzer, I'm taking my Zoeva 224 brush, and I'm just gonna dust a little bronzer along my nose and right here in the arch leading to my eyebrow. Also gonna put a little under my lip. Since we're really trying to do the most and be bronzy and glowy, I'm gonna use my MAC Gold Deposit highlight with that same brush I used for bronzer and just bronze my face with this highlight. This is actually a highlight I keep in my kit because I use it on a lot of my darker skin clients. It's a really beautiful highlight, but for me, I use it as a bronzer glow. It's like a glow within my bronzer. While we're at it, I'm gonna wipe the foundation off my lips because you know how I feel about that. For blush, I'm gonna use Warm Soul, typical. And I'm just picking that up on my MAC 153 brush. I'm not sure, the number is kind of rubbed off. I really like this mineralized blush from MAC because again, it's glowy, it has a satin finish, it's not matte. It goes with the theme of our glowy look. For highlight today, I wish I had the DESI KATY highlight that I ordered in Fuego, but I don't, so I'm gonna be using MAC Soft and Gentle. Just going to wet my face in holy water. I ran out of my MAC Fix Plus, so I'm using this Bobbi Brown face mist. I'm not even sure if it's a setting spray. I just used it all over my face, so that's good. Also gonna take this little concealer brush from MAC and just highlight my brow bone with that same highlight. Now I'm gonna take my pencil Zoeva brush and go back into that same color Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek and run that on my bottom lash line. Now I'm just taking an angled eyeliner brush. I'm going into that really dark brown, almost black palette that we used from our MAC Warm Neutrals palette, and I'm just going to line right outside the waterline, just on the outer corner, similar to where I put the color on my upper lid. I'm picking up Noli and just attempting to run that on my bottom lash line. For bottom mascara, I'm just going to be using this waterproof voluminous mascara from L'Oreal. I really like using waterproof mascaras for my bottom lash line because my bottom lashes tend to run onto the skin under my eye and leave little black dots. So if it's waterproof, it will run a lot less, or if it won't run at all. Now we're going to find a lip color. I'm going to line my lips with Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in Malibu. And this NARS lip crayon in Belle de Jour just in the center of my lips. Last but not least, I'm going to top it off with the lip gloss over the top from the Dose of Colors DESI and KATY collection. I'm actually going to apply the gloss to my hand and then pick the gloss up with the brush just so I don't dirty the wand applicator because I hate when my lip gloss applicators get dirty. Oh, especially on clear lip gloss. That's disgusting. Disgust. This is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, learned something new. Please comment below any other videos you'd like to see, and I'll see you next time.